In this digital bite, we will be touring the Basic Computer Skills online resource produced by Wisconsin Technical Colleges. This is a great resource to assist library users in brushing up on computer skills, from using a computer mouse all the way to opening an email account or social media account. This resource, the Basic Computer Skills MOOC or Massive Open Online Course, can be bookmarked or saved to your public computer desktop. This will allow library staff members to bring a library user over to a public computer, click on the link, and then the staff member can find the skill that the library user or staff member needs to brush up on and get back to their daily duties. Let's learn more about this project. The Basic Computer Skills Project is backed by a $23.1 million 4-year grant from the U.S. Department of Labor. It's a statewide project with participation from all 16 colleges in the Wisconsin Technical Colleges system. This resource was an effort to develop, improve, and expand adult educational training pathways to careers in information technology related occupations in business, information technology, healthcare, logistics, automation, and manufacturing. Let's take a tour of the Basic Computer Skills course. First, let's learn how to create a shortcut to be placed on the desktop of your public computers. You'll want to reduce your browser screen so that you can see the desktop of your computer as well as the resource. Next, you'll want to left-click on the icon next to the URL in your browser and drag it onto your public library computer desktop. You'll notice a Google Chrome icon has appeared labeled Basic Computer Skills MOOC, otherwise known as WISC Online. There's your shortcut. If I double-click on that icon, an internet browser will appear and bring me directly to that resource. How great is that? Next, let's take a tour of the screen. First, you'll notice on the right-hand corner that you can sign up or sign in. Please know that you do not need to create an account to use this resource. This is very helpful on two fronts. If you have a library user come in who only wants to brush up on one skill, you can show them this resource and find the module that fits their need without creating an account. However, if you have a library user or a staff member who wants to build their computer skills and track their progress, that's when it's helpful to create an account. Their account will keep track of their progress and scores through the modules. Let's create an account together. My username will be A. Hamland. My email address is annhamland@wvls.org. When we need to create a password, it provides a suggested password, which is helpful, but you can also create your own. And click register. And I am now prompted to sign in with my account. I see that they have sent a verification email, so now I will need to go to my email and click on the verification email. This tells me that a user who wants to create an account should have an email account already created. Now, if you have a library user who does not have an email account created, that's okay. You can still use the WISC Online resource without an account to help guide your user in creating an email account, and then go back and create a WISC Online Basic Computer Skills account. You'll see that I am signed in, and here's my username in the right-hand corner. As I mentioned before, this resource starts from the very beginning. You'll notice that the first module contains a 21-minute module on using the mouse. Next is identifying computer devices, then operating a computer and printer, followed by a quick quiz on identifying computing devices. The second module is navigating an operating system, then using the keyboard effectively. Let's scroll all the way down to the 9th and final module, where it talks about surfing the internet securely, identifying security features and threats, using security software, and a quick quiz on managing your personal data. You'll notice Module 8 talks about social media. Module 7 talks about using the internet. Module 6 talks about creating and organizing your personal files. Module 5 talks about exploring email and creating an email and sending email and adding email attachments and exploring email etiquette and safety. This resource is full to the brim with great materials. Let's click into the first module. First, you'll notice that there's an introduction to each module. There is a volume control button, a play button, a progress bar that shows where you are in the video, a replay button, and a navigation button labeled Next to advance you through the module. You'll notice in the top area that there is a glossary for every module. Let's click on Glossary and take a look. Here is terminology, and you can scroll down. To navigate back to the module, I'm going to click on Glossary again.
Welcome to Identifying.
Notice there is a Resources button. When I click on Resources button, you can see that there is a printable glossary and a printable handout. With every module, you can click on the handout, which is a printed version of the module. This is a great resource for those who would like to print something out to follow along. When I open up the handout in the Resources tab, you'll see a printable version of the module, including figures that are labeled with the image, accompanied by the narration script. You'll also notice on the left that there is a Narration tab. The Narration tab contains a script of the dialogue that is used in the video. The introduction to each module includes the learning objectives. Make note of the replay button. This is helpful if a person accidentally navigates off the screen, has a question about the material, or would simply like to listen again. Also note, when a user navigates away from the screen, the module will stop playing. The module will resume playing when the user clicks back into the module.
Computer and printer. In this learning activity,
Like so. At the end of each module is a quick quiz to check in with yourself and monitor your learning. Remember, you can use the modules as many times as you like. Please also note, on the left side of the screen there is a Send My Progress report. Clicking this button will send a record of your progress through the modules if you have signed in to your account. Please also note at the top of the screen there is a progress bar. It notes that my start date was June 13th, 2019. That's the day I created my account. It also has an area that lists your last activity date. Since I both created my account today and started looking through the modules, you'll notice my last activity record is also for June 13th, 2019. You'll also notice that I haven't gotten very far. The progress bar is still set to 0% completed. Now let's sign off and see the difference between having an account and not using an account. You'll notice on the left-hand side, the Send My Progress Report button has disappeared. You'll notice my last activity date and my progress through the modules has also disappeared, but that's okay. I can still make use of each module and take the quiz at the end of the module to assess my learning. You'll also note on the right side of the screen, there underneath Last Activity, there is a Complete section. You'll notice I have not completed any of the modules.
Thank you for watching this digital Byte on the Basic Computer Skills online course from Whisk Online.